The Upward Bound program at Chesapeake College is back after over a 30-year hiatus. It's a program that provides much needed support for economically disadvantaged first-generation students.
It's all about ensuring that they have equitable access to education and can easily navigate and understand the college process. And here to help reintroduce us to the program today is Mark Berry Jr. He is the director of Trio Upward Bound. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So let's just start off by giving us an overview of what Upward Bound is.
Most definitely. So Upward Bound is a federally funded program by the U.S. Department of Education that provides equitable access, as you mentioned, to college. So it really focuses on those underrepresented students, those students who might have English as a second language, those students who might be in foster care, and those that might be aging out of the foster care system. In addition to those that might be homeless. So it really focuses on those underrepresented communities.
Okay. So you've been to college?
Yes, I have.
What was your experience?
I enjoyed college. Well, at first, let me back up. At first, I did not enjoy college. I was homesick. I was homesick for a week. Between phone calls to my mother and father, upset, crying that, I just could not adjust.
Yeah.
After that week of transition, because the difference between high school and college is you wouldn't imagine. Mm-hmm. Yes, you wouldn't imagine. So after I had that week, about a week and a half to adjust, it slowly became something that I enjoyed.
Tell us about some of the services these students can receive through the Upward Bound program.
Definitely. So one of the services that students will receive is after-school tutoring. They'll be able to sign on to an online tutoring platform where they'll be able to, get help with reading, math, science. They'll be able to have their papers checked within a certain time frame so they can get feedback. In addition to that, they'll be taking trips. So they'll have a number of college visits. So we'll be exposing them to all of the different colleges around the state of Maryland and some in the surrounding states, just to let students know that there are options out there available and that they don't necessarily have to stay too close to home. We'll also be exposing them to some cultural excursions. So we'll be taking them to places like Washington, D.C., to the Smithsonian museums, so they can get some experience there, taking students to, iFly and things of that nature, where they'll be able to have a little bit of fun as well.
Well, let me ask you this. Are there like eligibility requirements?
Of course, there are eligibility requirements, 3 mostly.
Okay.
So one being that the student has to, be economically disadvantaged, as we mentioned, per the federal TRIO guidelines.
Okay.
And we determine that a student's eligibility based upon their parent or guardian's tax return. 2, the student also has to be first generation, meaning neither one of their parents have a bachelor's degree. And then 3, the student should demonstrate some sort of academic need and be responsive to and able to achieve the dream of going to college.
So how do they apply?
So they can apply through our website, www.chesapeake.edu/upwardbound. That is the starting point. And the student would fill out the interest form. When they fill out the interest form, a member of our Upward Bound team would give them a phone call and walk them through filling out the application. We really walk step by step with the student and the parent through the process, just so that they understand everything that's happening. Because college, as we mentioned earlier, is a beast to kind of maintain and to kind of even start. So we want to hold their hand through the process and help students and families really understand.
So everything that you just said, I'm sorry, we're out of time, but everything that you just said is why you feel this program is so important.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
Mark Berry Jr., thank you so much for joining us. We'll have more information on our website.